Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of TGI Friday. So this is actually the first episode of the series and I'm really excited. Today's topic is going to be about friendship. Now, this is it's crazy to me because I feel like I've been on the struggle bus in regards to the area of friendship kind of like my whole life. I'm 27 years old, but I feel like, this area of life, you kind of explore it in every stage of life because we're always evolving. So I just figured I just talk about this. Maybe you guys can relate to me. Maybe you guys can give me some feedback. We can talk about this. But lately I have just been so encouraged and so filled up with the love of the friends that I finally realized that I already have in my life. I think my issue with friendship was always that I felt like, do I have any friends? I suck as a friend. I don't really know how to be a friend. And on top of that, it was just rough. Like I just never really understood it, never really was satisfied with friendships in my life because I just didn't understand it. And I think quite recently I realized that I have friends. I am surrounded by so many people that love me. And I think sometimes we can get jaded by who's not friends with us. And I mean, I'm not even in high school, y'all. I'm not in middle school. I'm grown, got a whole husband, a whole kid, and I'm still thinking about friendships, you know what I'm saying? But just thinking about relationships that I wanted to have and it didn't happen, or relationships that I really really wanted and it just got awkward. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work. And I realized the friends that I do have, the basis and the common denominator of all of these friendships was love. It was genuine love. These people had a genuine love for me and I had a genuine love for them. Like literally no strings attached. Like you just love them because you love them. And I realized that's what friendship was about. And I think some people, maybe it was just me, but I got into relationships and wanted to pursue relationships. But there was like this underlying jealousy or this underlying lack of trust, either on my end or their end, or just awkwardness to where it just didn't flow. And it was just like, this is awkward. What do I do with this? And the answer is just leave it alone. I really do believe that friendships will work organically. And that was something that I learned from someone else a couple years ago, that if someone is for you, like it'll just happen naturally. So let it work. And a lot of times my issue was I didn't see the people who were already loving me. And that's hurtful to the people who are already there for you. You know what I'm saying? They're loving you, they're helping you, and you're just like, I don't have any friends. That's disrespectful. But it was because of my issues of not seeing, of wanting something that didn't work and not getting past that. You know what I'm saying? So, um, what am I saying? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, but what am I saying? What I'm saying is recognize what's already in your life. Recognize the people who already love you and so into that. I'm not saying don't treat other people right. Like I just believe in always being cordial to everyone. But if a relationship is going to work, it's going to work organically, and you're going to see reciprocity in a relationship. There is going to be give and take. It's not going to be one-sided. If a relationship is one-sided, it's not going to last for long. You know what I mean? Now, initially, some relationships may start off that way. Like one person may just really have this burden in their heart to help you. And then you realize, wow, this is a beautiful relationship. But if it doesn't get to that wow reciprocity, just let it be it. If you're always giving, 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 or if your tail is always taken for somebody, like grow up. Don't take advantage of people. That's not okay. But I just learned in life that it'll work. And I realized I'm just surrounded by amazing women. And then friendships are just, they're so dynamic because there are so many different types. There are friends that I talk to every single day, some every week, some we have yearly meetups or we meet up twice a year, and that works for us because we're just low maintenance. We understand life, we're here, we have that connection. Some people who may live in my hometown, we don't talk every day, but when we do talk, it's like we never left, and they just love you and know you for that, and it's no pressure. And I think when you get pressure on relationships, sometimes you should explore that. Like, if it's a relationship that you want to have, a friendship that you want to have, hey, right or wrong, if it's something that you want to have. But if it's not, if it's just becoming increasingly hard, it's like evaluate it and see, maybe this was a friendship that was just set for a set season in my life or set purpose in my life, and it's not working right now, and it's okay. And I've learned to say it's okay. The relationships that I wanted to have and they didn't work, it's okay. The people that I used to be close to with and not really close to anymore, it's okay. But I think you just really have to, like I said, recognize the people who are already there, the people that are showing love. And it may not be the people that you thought it would be. It may not be a whole host of people. And I am a firm believer that you don't have to have a lot of friends. And it's okay. But you can have a lot of people that you like to get to know. This is the thing about me. I love getting to know people. So it's like, in my mind, I can become friends with everybody, and I want to be friends with everybody. But you can put yourself out there. Like, if you want friends, there was a time in my life where I was like, Lord, I was transitioning. I came to the Lord, and I was like, I want to have relationships that foster this new part of me that's going to help me to grow in Christ. So I prayed, and I encourage you, if you're in a season where you feel like you don't have any friends, you feel lonely, pray, ask God for friends. And he sent me amazing friends that I'm friends with to this day. Roommates that were just amazingly faithful, gracious, and everything. And it was awesome. So if you feel like you're in that season of life where you look around and you say, oh, the people that love me, well, I don't really see anybody. First, take a step back and really see the people who've really been in your life. But if you feel like, no, there's not, those people aren't there, or you just need new friendships that are going to help you get to a new place, pray for them. Believe God that he will bring them, and it's going to be so beautiful. But another thing I was saying was that also you have to take the chance of meeting new people. You want friends, go and put yourself out there. I've learned that, like, honestly, like I was saying before, I would love to be friends with everybody. So take that initiative and meet people. Try to set up a date. Try to see how it works. And maybe it was just a nice lunch that you had with that person, or maybe it was just a nice conversation and you realize, yeah, we're just different people. I think what I love about myself is that I take the time to get to know different people, and then I realize, okay, yeah, nah. It's just not a friendship that is for me right now or ever, or we just don't click like I thought that we would, and it's okay. But still put it out there. Put it out there that I just want to get to know you. And it's okay. And it's okay if it's not received back. It's okay if you guys turn out to be best friends. Like, be okay with whatever it turns out to be. And I think a lot of times we get upset when it's not what we thought it was going to be. I'm not friends with who I was going to be with. It just, our relationship isn't the same. And it's learning to be okay with it. Be okay with things changing, friendships changing, the nature of them changing. If it's meant to be, I truly believe it will be. Like I said, there are different types of friends. Some are seasonal, some are distant, some are whatever. But I believe that if a person really wants to be in your life, they will show that love, and there will be a give and take in a relationship. And if it's not, explore that with that person if you really care. But be honest, if you don't really care, if you really feel like, man, this is a lot of work, it's awkward, I feel like I'm putting in a lot of work, maybe it's just time to step back, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. So that's my little spiel on relationships and friendships right now. I'm so grateful for the women that God has placed in my life, the couples that God has placed in my life, and the new ones that are going to come about. It's just awesome. We need community in our life. We can't live life to ourselves. And I'm one of those people where I feel like I can do a lot of stuff on my own. And then I realize, man, I'm really lonely, And in those moments, sometimes I say I'm lonely, but I realize that there are people who've been trying to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? They're helping me the whole time, but I overlook them because of my own insecurities or me looking at the wrong thing. So that's a little chat I wanted to have about friendship today. I hope you guys got something from that. I just felt like ever since last Friday, I should talk about friendships, especially in the last 2 weeks. Like, when I tell you the love that I've gotten from a lot of my friends, it was just like, whoa, I love these women and they love me, and that's it. There's no underlying competition. There's no underlying jealousy. There's no underlying, I want this from that person, like I want to get something secretly from them. It's just pure love. I mean, to the point where it's like, I know these girls love me because they will tell me off about myself. Like no one else will, but they do it out of love, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know who y'all are. Y'all came over the other day. And they told me about myself, and I was a little mad. But then I was like, you're right. Friends remind you of who you are when you don't know sometimes. So that's cool too. But like I said, that's my little spiel on friendships. What are you guys struggling with in friendship, or what questions do you have for me pertaining friendships? I think I've endured a lot of seasons and different types of friendships. It's crazy, but now I feel like I'm coming to a place where I love the people that are in my life. I think we're in a time where millennials are like, you need to find your tribe and your village and da da da. And some people are like, I don't even know if I have one person like for me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, don't be pressured by that. Love the people who are there in your life. If you want some more friends, throw yourself out there and go with the flow. Like, it just flows. Like, it just works. So I'm grateful for the people who understand me, who work with me. And at the same time, I've not perfected this whole friendship thing. Like I told y'all, I was on the struggle bus in this area for a long time. So I'm still being perfected. I'm still learning how to love and show my love in a way that each friend needs that, and recognizing that they've been loving me in the way that I needed it, and being patient with me. So do that for your friends as well. So that's my little spiel. We are going to take questions and answers really soon. We're waiting for Jared to get off work. And yeah, guys. So like I said, if you have any questions about friendship, you want to talk a little bit more about it, leave me comments below on YouTube, on Facebook. You can DM us. It doesn't matter. We are open to talk. So on to the questions. All right, guys. So Jared is off work.
Yes.
And River is here with us, guys. So we're going to get into our questions and answers. So the first question is from the Dixons.
Hey,
Hello.
Dixons.
She asked, do you plan on going back to work? No. I stopped working at my previous job in November. So, yes, I decided to stay home. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the reasons why was because we not only didn't want you there anymore, but other than that, we really wanted to pour into River because this is a really critical time of her life. Every day is a critical time in your kid's life. But she's a sponge. She's not talking yet. So everything that she sees and hears, she's absorbing. And we wanted to be those primary influencers for her to make sure that she's getting the right things inside of her at this young age and then grows the right way. So.
Yep. So, that's what we decided to do. Alrighty. And
also, because not only that, we also wanted to give you a chance to walk out some creative ideas, like, for example, our channel. This was one of our main focuses to pour more into social media and some other business ventures that we're working on, but allowing you to do a creative side versus just sticking to what we used to do.
Yep. So that's exciting. You will hear more about those business endeavors when they mature. Alrighty. And another part, you said you didn't go back to work after having your first child, and you're pregnant with your second one, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
And you said you feel a little lost that you're missing that part of you. And yeah, now granted, you've been out of work longer than I have, but I did feel that in the beginning where it's like, I'm used to going to work or going to school. I'm used to being out of the house, and now I'm home. And so I had to find value in what I was doing at home and recognize that I'm not just work. I'm not just a paycheck, but that my worth is far more than that. Do I miss it? Interaction with different people. Yeah, it's awesome. But I also have a big church family. I have a lot of friends. So they come see me. I go see them. So I make sure I'm still fulfilling that part of me. But you just have to now realize that this is a new normal. And is cool. And if you miss like physical interaction with other people, just make sure you plan that. But you have to plan it out, and it's easy not to. It's easy to stay in a house all day long. Even over the weekend, it's easy to do that, but just be intentional about whatever it is that you feel like you're missing from work, because it may not just be work. It may be people, or it could be just making money. And then if that's the case, find you a side hustle, which is sometimes easier said than done, but yes.
Yeah. And then, so basically with the side hustle things, like that's easily said, but don't stick your value only in making money, because you can make all the money in the world that you want. Oh, she just spit up a little bit. You good? Okay. So you can make all the money in the world that you want, but if your family is not kept the way that you would like, you can't really buy that happiness. You can't buy that connectivity. So the fact that you have the most important thing at your fingertips at all times, which is your family, kind of switch gears and say, hey, you know what, this is priority. Because if you were approaching a business, you would say, hey, what am I bringing to the table so you can hire me? Well, have that same mindset with your family and look at what you're bringing to the table. You don't have to get hired, you have the job. So with that, add value as you go. Because with the department, you want to bring new values and change things. Do the same thing with your family, and it'll be awesome.
Yep. So the next question is from Tiffany Gray. She said she's excited about this, so thank you. She also says that she is pregnant with her first child that's due in May, so congratulations. And you're really nervous. You said, I've watched everything you could watch about having a baby, and I still don't feel like I'm really ready. How was your experience? How did every area in your life change, time, money, relationship after having a baby? So first, how was my experience? Of course, having a child for the first time is like literally you've never done it before. You don't know how it's gonna go. It's just you don't know anything. It's just gray. So for me, I listened to this book called Supernatural Childbirth by Jackie Mize. Now my childbirth did not go like that, but I definitely believe that it prepared me as far as my emotions, mentally, physically, to have my mindset on good things in regards to having a baby.
I even listened to it. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like even if you're not pregnant, I think it's just awesome in general. But that's what I did to prepare my mind for it, for pregnancy, so that I wouldn't be too anxious.
There's like 3 categories. What was the time? Was time first?
The next question is, how did every area in our life change, time, money, and relationships? So
time, I would say that it helped us see more time in the day, because everybody has the same 24 hours, but we kind of had a pattern of, okay, after work or after school, this is what we do, this is what we don't. And now adding in River, it shows us that there's so much more that can be done in a day. And it was awesome, because now we're able to be more productive in different times versus in the past. It would just be stuck on, oh, this is what I'm doing, and I'll lose myself online for 2-3 hours. Now it's like, I don't have time for that. I have to be more productive, more intentional.
absolutely. I think in regards to time as well, I was one of those people that got up really early in the morning and sometimes went to bed kind of late. So
This girl
10, 11
out.
is late to me. Anyways, so now it's kind of like whenever she's going to sleep, we're going to sleep, and we get to wake up later because of Jared's schedule. He also works from home. So I'm not that person that gets up at 6 and 7 right now in this season of my life. I definitely want to get back to that. But right now, it's not like that. You kind of just go with the flow on what works for you at the time, where you're getting enough adequate sleep. I actually get more sleep now, believe it or not. Not because I have a baby, but also because I get to stay home. So that works out.
You trying to answer the question?
He's so cute. All right, next part is, how did money change after having a baby?
Money changed by budgeting at a totally different level. Not that financially it was a big hit. It was just more so being more creative, because now instead of just thinking about me and Kiara, now it's adding River in. And as you can see, she wants to be heard. So she voices what she needs. Like if she needs more diapers, we'll know. If she needs more whatever. What? That was good.
About?
I said she voices what she needs.
How does she voice that she needs more diapers?
After a certain amount of pees and poops, she's like, I need more. So that's kind of her.
I would say that initially with having a baby, before getting pregnant, or even while I was pregnant, I thought that we need to budget all this money out for having a kid because kids are expensive and this is crazy.
She was tripping.
Yeah, I was just freaking out. Now, granted, we did save a portion for like the baby shower, the big ticketed items for her room, and hospital bills and stuff like that. We did set aside some money for that, but I would say that we were extremely blessed by our family and friends.
Oh, by all means.
Because they got the bulk of her clothes, diapers, all these different things. We honestly haven't really had to pay for much. So now having her, I'm thinking I had to have all this money like saved up just in case. But because I'm breastfeeding, her food is free.
Oh, free food
So
is the way to go.
that is awesome.
If you can.
Yeah, if you can. So we are grateful that we have the ability. It was a rough journey, but that was one of my motivators. The biggest one was to have that bonding experience and to give her the best nutrition, but also to save money, because if we don't have to buy her food, then that's great for us and our budget. So that's so honestly, after having her, not much has changed. I won't say money wise. It's just that the extra money that we do have now, it's like, ooh, we want to get stuff for River.
Yeah. Instead of thinking about, oh, this shirt
Yeah.
looks nice, or look at these shoes, it's like, oh, look at this little cute outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm saying it too. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this. It's
No,
like,
no.
what?
So I mean,
It's funny.
It's funny. It's funny, and I heard that happens a lot. You have to make it an effort to make sure you're taking care of yourself and pampering yourself. But right now,
I don't wear
want to buy.
Pampers.
If we want to get her things, that's just where we are. I think if it gets out of hand, then we'll be like, all right, babe, you need some new
Yeah.
things. You need
Yeah.
whatever. So that's where we are right now. How did it affect our relationship?
Oh my goodness. I think it helped you see, well, not you, it helped me see more dynamics, because like when you look at the same person every day, you see what you're used to seeing. But now it's like, wow, I've seen what comes out of you. So I saw a totally different life come out of Kiara. It's like, wow, there was a baby in there, and now she's out here, she's living, and she's impacted our life in a totally different way. So not only from a natural perspective, but from a creative perspective, it's like, what else do you have that's in there that could change our life? Do you have an idea for business? Do you have an idea for a new knick-knack or something that could change the world? So it helped us to kind of investigate and incubate other ideas, because it's like there's stuff in us that we need to release and change our life and other people's lives. Like even for an example, this channel was an idea that we had, and look at everybody that's watching now, or all the followers, subscribers, and like this is changing our lives and changing yours, hopefully for the better. So
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
I would say, as far as our relationship, it caused us to work in a partnership even more. Like we were a team before we got married, but it's like, no, we're really a team.
Oh, yeah.
Team River. Like,
Yeah.
getting things done with her. Sometimes it's like, all right, you change that diaper, can you do it next? But a lot of times it's just ebb and flow, like just naturally. Whoever does this, or say she's cranky, she's been with me all day, she's tired of seeing my face. Daddy comes to the rescue and calms her down. I don't even care. I don't care.
And that's how you know she cares.
No.
When she said, I don't even care, I don't care.
No, but I love it because each parent brings something different, you know?
Yeah.
And so it just makes me appreciate Jared more, because it's like, if you're a single parent, kudos to you, because
You got to do both. And it's two jobs in one.
It really is. So, and I was raised by a single mom, so I know how it is, but I'm so grateful to have Jared to raise River together, for us to raise her together. But as far as our relationship, also like date nights. We would have date nights very
It's family
often.
night now.
It is
but
family
I like it
night
this way
now.
for this season.
Yes. And
And she
we
likes
love
it
it.
too.
We made the decision to have family night, because some people are like, you need to hurry up and get away. You need to have your own time with your partner. And we definitely believe in that.
Yeah.
And we've had a few times with that. But right now, we just love being with River. Like, we enjoy having her out to eat. So.
And she's calm, cool, and collected. Like right now, she's a little excited because she has her little show on. But even when we go to the restaurant, she'll just knock out and go to sleep. So it's still almost the same, but we just got to pick her up and take her to the car. You good? Yeah, she's good. But it's been awesome.
So that's that. So hopefully we answer your question, Miss Tiffany. All right, on to the next and final question, which is from Mover and Shaker. She said, my husband and I are still young, 33 years old, married for 3 years, and now thinking about starting a family. How has your life/marriage changed since having River? We kind of covered it, but if you didn't know this about us, we decided that we wanted to be married for 3 years before we started trying, or before we had our baby. So our anniversary was November 30th, and my last cycle was November 26th, which is crazy. Totally a God thing, for real. So we decided to enjoy our marriage, pay off debt, buy a house, do these different travel the world before we had a child. So my thing is, make sure you do everything you want to do in your relationship and your marriage and enjoy it before you bring in a child, because you don't want to bring in that resentment that, I mean, I wish I would have did this before I had him.
And what I found out was it's actually not as expensive as I thought to travel, because I'm like, this is going to be some crazy money. But we started finding, like, one of our first getaways was what, $47? We did a out of town getaway the same day, and then we started seeing like little trips for 150, 200, where you can actually stay in a hotel for a couple nights and go to restaurants and different things. And it's not as expensive as I originally thought. Not only that, you kind of learn delayed gratification, because a lot of times it's like, oh, I'm tired, so I'm going to sleep right now. But you can't just go to sleep if your kid's up. Or I'm hungry, I'm going to go eat right now. Or if River's hungry, she's going to eat before we eat. So it's certain things that kind of change, and it's been awesome because it helps me to, it kind of like sometimes for me as a man, it's like you have to fight this line of, am I being respected and am I being nice at the same time? And now it's like I can't articulate that with River because she's not really going to show me respect. She's just going to giggle, and I just have to be nice no matter what she's doing. And hey,
Okay, mama.
And this is another thing. This is perfect. She just coughed. Our attention shifts to whatever she needs first. I'm used to, and she coughs on purpose. Like, she thinks it's funny.
Yes, she does.
She thinks it's funny.
Don't be fooled, y'all. She all right.
This is literally a joke. But so it shifts your focus really fast. I'm used to just having Kiara as my main focus, other than God, and then having that vice versa. But now it's like a new mix of having new priorities, and it kind of, that was the biggest change, is someone else other than us telling us what to do without telling us what to do.
Yeah. And I think really life is what you make it. I think for me, I always make sure, even while we were married, like I had my personal time.
While we were married?
While we were married.
We're still married.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're still married. Before River came.
Hold up now.
Having like some alone time, like quiet time or time to pray, like that was important for me. And if it's still important for you, you'll make time for it. You'll do it when she naps. You'll wake up early before your child gets up. Like you will, whatever it is that you want to be a normal for your life, you'll make it for it. Like it doesn't have to change drastically. Mind you, life is different. Like it's different.
Night and day.
It is very different.
Actually, that's a really good point, because what's really important to us is literally what we spend our time on. So I think that's actually very valid, because if you like going on vacation, or you like seeing family, or you like working out, or whatever case may be, yes, your schedule does change, but what is top priority, that's the only thing that's going to happen. So if River is our top priority, she's going to be taken care of. But other areas of our life, the most important things always rise to the surface. So it kind of brings a new element of excellence, I would say, because the things that you prioritize most are always kept. So if we like, hey, I need to go to the gym, or I need to clean the car, or I need to wash the dishes, all those things get to the top of the list. Maybe a little bit slower, but they're still there. So it's like, oh, wow, this is what we really value. This is what's important to us, and that's what we live on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yes,
Was it 3 parts on that? Or was it 3 parts on the last one?
It was on the last one. Alrighty,
that
guys.
Was fast.
So that is it for the question and answer portion of our video today. We are so grateful that you guys sent us questions. Clearly, we could talk for a long time just with questions. So, so we're thankful for that. Once again, thank God it's Friday. Make sure you have fun. Don't go too crazy. Make sure you budget and just be present.
We ain't gonna say all that.
That's my new.
What we gonna say?
It's my new slogan for
Just
TGI
live it
Friday.
up. Have fun. Be safe. See you soon.
Bye, guys.
Hasta luego.